All right, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy King Voss, and I'm back with another video. Not a reaction, not a live stream, not a Voss Chronicles podcast episode about any sports well, it's definitely about music. Um, but it's not my typical video. I haven't done a video like this since Chris Brown. I think it was the Chris Brown being canceled at the American Music Awards video. This is just my thoughts on something. A lot of you guys DM me on Instagram, and a lot of you ask me on social media, what do I think about artificial intelligence covers, like AI covers? And I'm be honest with you guys, I don't like them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of them sound okay. It's interesting to kind of hear things from a different perspective sometimes, especially when another artist sings something else. But I think it's getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. Just like everything that starts off fun and fresh and new and different, it gets out of hand and is out of control now. Because the problem with artificial intelligence covers, a lot of people, it's a lot of fans creating, the covers, of course. And it's a lot of them is mainly Michael Jackson. It's like you'll see The Weeknd singing Baby Be Mine, and to me, he just doesn't sound like Michael at all. The art, it don't do it for me. It's mainly Bruno Mars and The Weeknd covering Michael songs, or Michael Jackson covering Bruno Mars and The Weeknd songs. Like I seen one, Michael Jackson singing Out of Time, and it just didn't sound right. It just didn't sound like Michael would like flow on that record. Just like it just don't sound right when The Weeknd has a AI cover of Human Nature. It just don't sound right because I mean, it sounds better when The Weeknd and Bruno Mars has artificial intelligence covers over Michael because it's technically Michael's tempo. It just making the pitches and noises and this, the voice of, Bruno and The Weeknd, but it's just Michael's pitch. That's why they sound, so good, so to speak, because it's just Michael's pitch that they're singing, Michael's tone. And Michael has a certain, way he can control his voice at The Weeknd and Bruno Mars that just doesn't have, in my opinion. So when you do it vice versa, it just doesn't sound right because Michael is so in pitch and so in rhythm, and it just doesn't sound. And I think a lot of the artificial intelligence songs is getting out of control because eventually, what I think the industry is going to do, mark my words, I'm gonna be the first person to say this, but I think in the next 40 years, you won't be paid nearly anything to be a musical artist. It won't, pay you to have talent. And the reason why I say that is because they've already created artificial intelligence rappers, singers, and actors now. Literally, like voice actors. They have artificial intelligence voice actors now. They won't require voice acting or singers anymore. I say in 40 years this shit is gonna be at its height. You know what I mean? And if most of these AI covers that we listen to on YouTube is just the random person, the random Joe Blow, you know, on YouTube per se, so to speak. 90% of the people on YouTube that creates the covers is just not a big engineer, it's just somebody that learned how to, mix vocals on their laptop or their computer, just a regular person, so to speak. So what I'm saying is when the industry really gets a stronghold of this, it's really probably it's going to cripple the music industry. It's going to cripple it. Because think about it like this, the government always finds a way to cut ties with something that costs too much money. If you can create something in a lab or create some type of artificial intelligence that could do exactly what a human being can do, but technically do it better, or do it where you don't have to pay it at all, then I think the demand for music is definitely going to drop. I think, they're going to be like, well, we don't know, kids in 40 years may just, think the sound of music is listening to robots singing or artificial intelligence, not actual real people, and they may not be able to tell the difference. So the demand of artificial intelligent music may be, at an all-time high. And it's gonna be us, we're gonna be the bitter parents or grandparents or whatnot bitching about that ain't real music. You know what I mean? Because it's evolution, it's bound to happen. And I definitely think that is going to happen, because we're already seeing it in voice acting. A lot of voice actors are not real people anymore. A lot of them are not, especially in video games. And especially, I think it was early, mid last year when I think my fiance told me, they have a artificial intelligent rapper now. I didn't really understand what artificial intelligence meant at the time, or I didn't really get it. But now I understand that's a huge deal. And it's really scary, to be honest, because we actually moved from CDs to streaming, and now we're gonna move from streaming to not even having real fucking people sing or rap to, you know, artificial, you know, intelligence singing and rapping, and you know, and you know, they can just use, you know, if you, for example, if I'm signed to a record label, they can just use that person's voice. I don't really know how that works, but I'm pretty sure they can just use that person's voice and make them sound, you know, younger. You know, they've been having AI, you know, de-aging equipment for years in movies. And now they have it in terms of voices now. You know, Star Wars was the first people to start using artificial intelligence for people's voices. Like Mark Hamill, and not to get off topic, but Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, if you don't know who Mark Hamill is, he didn't record a line in the new Star Wars Mandalorian show when he had a little, you know, cameo. He didn't record any of that. That was Disney, artificial intelligence. Hayden Christensen, when he reprised his roles, when he came back as Darth Vader in the Kenobi series, when they mixed his voice with a younger James Earl Jones, that was never recorded by James Earl Jones. That was artificial intelligence. It's kind of what Robin Williams kind of warned us that this would happen. He said in his contract when he dies, he doesn't want any kind of artificial, you know, any kind of, you know, person, you know, recreating his magic, so to speak. And a lot of people didn't understand that when he passed away. But now that we are living in the beginning stages of AI, I think it's getting scary, to be honest. It really is. But that's all I wanted to tell you guys. This is my thoughts on artificial intelligence, and I don't think it's good. I think it's something to have fun with, but not take seriously. But it's really people taking that shit seriously, and really people thinking that that's like the next big thing. And it's not really that serious, to be honest. But it is serious in terms of the music industry, could, you know, movies and everything could be, you know, threatened by that, definitely. That's all I want to talk to you guys about. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. What do you guys think? Like, honestly, what do you guys think? Like this video, subscribe. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.